Hello everybody, welcome once again to Condor's Gaming Corner. This is voice acting. I am your host, Cannonball.
I am the Packager Steel,
aka the Cannon, and we are here to bring you Phoenix Wright Justice for All, the first day of the trial in Big Top Turnabout. So last episode we went through a whole big investigation we went to the Big Top Circus. We met all kinds of... Hey, off the phone, dude. You're alive.
Yes.
we're So, we'll leave that in. We went to the Big Top. We interviewed a bunch of wacky characters. And now, we're going to fit all these people under one roof in the courtroom. And we have a clown as a witness.
We have a ventriloquist with his dummy as a witness as well.
Oh, well, we'll find out if he... I know we had the clown. I guess it would make sense for the dummy to be a witness.
Oh, and before we get started, why don't we kick us off?
Do this. Yeah. So tonight's stream is unofficially brought to you by Monster Energy Drink. We're going a little different route today, but go ahead and pull the pin back because what time is it?
Time to get bombed. Now I'm ready.
And now I am.
Yes.
Use the paper coaster, sweetheart.
You betcha.
So, excuse me.
You all right?
Might have to cut that off. So, all right. Well, folks, let's go. I don't want to wait any longer.
Let's
get going.
Move in position.
Yeah. It's going to be so... I've not seen anything about the trial. Anything. Like, I don't have any spoilers. You know, I watched the first interview when you were doing it. I watched the first investigation while you were doing it, rather.
Yes,
but I have absolutely not seen anything about the trial. So, here we go.
Let's go.
I still don't have a good bead on Maximilian Galactica's voice. December 29th, 9:43 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby, number 5. Good morning, Max.
Max?
Milk.
What?
If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie.
Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down.
I guess.
Max is really nervous.
That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. Can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone.
Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay.
Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom?
Nope, not gonna happen.
I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that, and everyone in the room will be on your side.
Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes?
I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously?
Well,
he's not going to try it, is he?
Well, the dashing young lawyer, that's one thing.
December 29th, 10 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 2. Or no, the case of one... what?
Your Honor, get over it!
Oh, sorry, I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So, well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we called the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that is to our advantage. Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please.
I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix, Wright?
Eh?
That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy.
Oh, this one's even worse.
It did not count. Did you hear me?
She must still be upset about what happened last time.
You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case.
Well, something tells me you are, Toots.
Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I guess being born with a fleeing Von Karma is a free pass to being arrogant and annoying. Fudge and love, Mr. Phoenix, Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are.
Me? Guilty? Ow, what are you talking about?
It will be my ultimate revenge. It's not like it'll bring her dad back.
Ooh, savage.
Roasted.
There. Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Miss Von Karma.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there now!
Not this again.
Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective.
Don't mention it. It's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this.
Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the event in question.
At your service, sir. All right, Detective, you may proceed with your testimony. And no one's just going to call him out that he called Ms. Von Karma, sir?
Oh boy.
Whatever. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m.
15 minutes apart.
The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail.
Interesting.
The cause of death was a blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebra in his neck.
Gonna need more information out of that.
I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. He grabbed the floss or something. I don't know. Okay, autopsy report added to the court record. A blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor.
I say we grill him.
Oh yeah, that's what we always do.
Grill him like a hamburger.
The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Hold it! Let me ask you about the snow. There was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this.
Hey, what's the matter, Nick?
I need to take a look at that court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? Okay. All the circus performers are gathered in the big top to practice their routines. Alright.
Okay.
Now let's see here. Here's the crime scene.
Yeah.
You only have so there's some footprints there.
Yeah, just the victims and not the killers.
Right. And then we have this photo, that's the map. Right?
From the entrance to
I never
the
looked at
lodging house.
it. There's the monkey. There's the autopsy report.
Well, let's just
No, he said look at the court record. No, whatever. Hold it. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim the Ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? Now, when I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Practice session broke up about 10 p.m. Hold it.
What practice session?
After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Ma went back to his room tired from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. The Ringmaster and Max went off to the Ringmaster's room to talk privately. Talk privately, huh? It's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Now, wait a minute. What practice session? That means he's lying about something?
He ain't lying about something. It's just...
The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. Hold it. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15 p.m. Okay. Not a problem, pal. Got a witness that told us how the whole thing went down. Ow!
This is totally meaningless. Time to move on.
All right. We'll just have to revisit that testimony later. Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Yeah, that's odd. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. Hold it. Wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. Carrying the box, huh? It's a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked. Not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Let's see here. This may be my only chance. I might as well ask some questions.
About the contents.
Of course. Do you mind telling us what was inside that box? Well, when we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle.
That's going to be important.
Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? It's only one little bottle in a huge box. I wonder if
there's some sort of special meaning.
Well, I'll tell you what. What's the stopper on it, though? Cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebra in his neck. Hold it. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You done your homework, pal. You haven't found this murder weapon, have you?
The police are searching for it as we speak.
My theory is it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You would think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case.
You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? Now that we have caught up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness.
I'm not even off the stand yet.
Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint.
I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Ms. Von Karma, call your next witness.
I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Footman to the stand.
She must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist.
I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well.
Oh, boy.
Please state your name and occupation for the record.
My full name is Ventriloquist. I'm employed as an operatic tenor.
Excuse me? The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist.
That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine. I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of law, exciting and daring, guilt or innocence. You sound about a judge dressed like a woman. Well, what do you think?
a good rhythm.
It's just the lyrics that leave something to be desired, so to speak.
Trilo, you know better than an insult a judge.
Shut up! Just look at your nose! You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star.
Celebrities just really enjoy seeing everything that flashes in their minds.
What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is.
Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this.
I'm not worried about you one bit. I'm worried about getting testimony. Ouch!
You won't get anywhere trying to figure out his fitness.
Now, let's proceed.
Oh boy.
What's your witness? Once pregnant was over, I left the tent with a clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime.
Wait a minute, now hold it. Remember when the Ringmaster said he had to go out?
Yep.
He might be taking the ring rope with him, so that may not be him.
Nah, probably not. Yeah, definitely not Max.
He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
Because he was sitting inside his shed.
Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away.
You saw Maximilian Gleitiker heading towards the scene. You sure of that?
Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, cloak, and the dumb white rose on his chest.
Remember that. Remember those three things.
Mm-hmm.
How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high?
Well, that's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown.
That's right, dress boy.
Well, since you went with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? He's got a point.
What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit.
Why's that?
Here's absolute proof.
A silk hat.
This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant.
Ah!
Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice.
Well, it matches the silk hat we have in the court record.
Right. If the clown was the murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene.
Plenty of reason. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done.
Thank you for stating the obvious. Mr. Phoenix Wright, what do you have to say?
Okay. Guess she's the boss again today.
Okay,
So we grill. I'm gonna grill him.
yeah.
Once practice was over, I left the tent with the clown.
Hold it. The clown. You're talking about Mo?
Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. This little bit of exercise, his makeup is running all over the place. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way to keeling over for good.
Poor guy.
We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack.
Then what happened?
Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance.
Hold it. Why the plaza's entrance?
To do some thinking, of course.
Can a wooden head think? It's awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea?
Widersprach.
Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave the thinking to the witness.
And I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. That's a typo.
That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. No.
Hold it. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica?
Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup?
Snobby three-piece getup.
Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez. Could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
I'll take a snapshot.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions.
So do we go back? Do I go back and
I don't
present
think
something?
so. How about press?
We'll press. We keep
He was the
pressing.
only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer?
Hold it. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo?
That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person acted that way that night.
That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this?
Ben only saw Max? Could it? Yeah, I don't think he only saw Max.
So, all right.
No, Ben only saw Max.
Is that the one you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a bit strange, don't you think?
What's strange?
That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen?
Russell Berry, the witness. I mean, the
The
victim.
Yeah, no kidding, because I mean, that's exactly right. That's the victim. That's correct. If Trilo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the Ringmaster as well.
Ah! Obviously, the Ringmaster hides the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The Ringmaster and Max went together to the Ringmaster's room.
Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the Ringmaster's home, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
So, yep, we got the coat, the hat, and the white roses, so there they are. Ah! I see. It seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right.
A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now, let's move along with the testimony. Trailer wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he?
Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is probably why Max conked him over the head.
Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore.
Once practice is over, let's have the stooge. Okay, let's
Alright,
see.
so now what?
Yeah, go to this fifth statement.
The fifth statement?
Yep.
That's 2, 3, 4,
Yep.
and 5. Then the police showed up and
And the
took
police
Magic-
showed up and took Magic Boy away. Press him.
Hold it. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene?
I suppose they would have been around. Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think.
Well, that's 15 minutes between the time of death and the time the police got there. That's a long time. Practice ended at 10 p.m., so you hung around the lodging house the entire time?
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is,
You shut up, you big-nosed dope! Why aren't you telling me anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stayed outside in that weather?
Well, maybe you were waiting for someone.
What? Who said we were waiting for someone? Widerspruch! Mr. Phoenix Wright!
We can alter without your offhanded series.
Objection! But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Mr. Wright, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night?
His Madonna, remember?
So let's go. Probably waiting for Regina.
Yep.
Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. I'm going to say Regina now.
Regina. What?
You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? It makes sense because that'd make the puppet crack because he loves her.
is this true? Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares what I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it.
Well, the puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Eh? All right. There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought.
Ah!
That makes perfect sense.
Widerspruch! What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime!
Objection! However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading the OW!
There is absolutely no proof since the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true. I was waiting for Regina.
Pern!
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose?
Yeah. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage?
But the matter of a puppet marriage is not under review in this case.
You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit.
More Pern!
Thanks to your bubbling,
My perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet.
Oh my god.
It's about
Well,
the
he cracked him.
don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
No, you don't.
Nope.
I know exactly where to go. You were going to propose? You, a puppet?
Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love.
I guess you're right. Just because I'm Uru doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
Ew, she's 16! His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
What was that? What was with that sigh at the end?
Well,
I know exactly where to go. Ding, ding, ding. I still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. I've got it right here. Objection! This evidence clearly reveals a contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are the evidence in said statement just now related? They aren't, are they? Not at all. Mr. Wright, please think the facts over before making accusations.
You're probably gonna have to grill him first.
Nah, I don't think that won me any points with the judge.
Alright, go back to the second one, I believe.
I'll go to the first one. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina?
of course that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben?
Yeah.
Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give to her.
Hold it. What was it exactly that you planned on giving her?
You know exactly what I was gonna give a numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Regina's beauty. Sorry.
Regina's.
Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Engagement?
Ring?
What?
Oh, those two nearly fell out. No, wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs.
Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here.
Francisca's whip look like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time.
Push on anyway.
It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. The first time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. Ow!
I advise you to cut this argument short.
I'm going to have to agree with the defense here. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the engagement ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology.
Sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. Remember where you were going first?
Yep.
Now you know what you gotta do.
So it's here that I have to present my ring.
Nope. Keep going.
Okay.
Get it in my pocket, wait for the chance proposal to give it to her. Keep going.
Alright.
Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. Go ahead. Keep going. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it. Like, well, no, you don't. You don't.
Now I can do it. Well, that's weird. Okay. Objection! Trilo, do you mind if I show you something?
What is it?
What are you talking about?
Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring?
Ah, that's mine. Give it back. Thief!
Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Why then do I have it right here?
Ah!
Why? Why indeed? What is going on here?
No, that's Ben, say something.
Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo.
I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault?
That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word.
Ah, I see. Well then.
Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo, when was this ring stolen from you?
Well, I suppose it was that time, that night, the night of the crime.
What did you just say?
Details. I need more details.
Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza.
Oh. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct?
Well, I guess you might, be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time.
Stolen. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially now who committed the murder.
It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trilo, back to the topic at hand.
I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Ventriloquist.
What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo?
You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money.
But you weren't able to catch up with it, were you?
It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away.
That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point.
Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be?
Ben's testimony has a flaw.
Yup.
There is a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Contradiction?
The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza.
What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours?
I'm saying that there is no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting, Mr. Wright.
Widerspruch! So then tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Objection! Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the Ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant alive.
The witness is lying. He is blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant.
What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw it. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar.
Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw that night.
I told you so many times, you think you know my story's not changing.
I've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it will change some more.
Where there is one lie, there are usually many more behind it.
Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him.
Yeah.
Well, it's testimony time.
Alright. This is the best.
I'll give you what I was waiting for that. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence.
No, he didn't.
I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galachka at the scene. There's no way I can mistake someone wearing these 3 ridiculous symbols.
Well, wait a minute now. Good morning.
Yeah, well, good morning. It was nighttime.
So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max?
That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max.
Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting?
Well, let's see. I'd say about...
I suppose 5 minutes, I think.
So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch.
Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. Well, first of all, good morning.
Good evening. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. Keep going. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. Keep going. Showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes, yep. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge. Well, press him on that.
Hold it. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night.
You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night.
Well,
Hang on, you just said good evening.
What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trelo. You said good evening at night.
I'm sorry, Trillo.
Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom.
Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better.
There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony.
Trillo's evening greeting.
Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange?
Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your coworkers?
See? Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Ow! That hurt!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There's no reason that Trila would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with the evidence? Of course I know how.
Loving is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I could give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony.
I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galachka at the scene.
So then we go back one?
Is this a fourth statement?
I think so.
Okay, present. What about that broken bottle?
That's what I was thinking of, dude.
Yeah.
Objection! Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
Fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. Disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Yeah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ouch!
Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There is absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There is no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Ah! Widersprach! Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene?
I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night?
He saw a different person.
It is my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to.
What kind of theory is that?
The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all.
Was?
If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there is only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or good evening, as he put it.
What in the world? You...
Would the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening then? I think he either saw the victim.
Victim.
And he had to have saw, that was the only other person.
Yes.
Considering the ill temper of this witness, there is only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. Ew.
Ew.
No, Your Honor, it is not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Yeah, I suppose you've got a point there.
It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not?
You are correct. It was indeed Russell Berry.
Huh?
The person you saw that evening was the victim, the Ringmaster, Russell Berry. That's why you greeted him, Trilo. Isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Order, order. How do you respond to this?
Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man. But once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. Nope.
Dumbass. I think it is high time we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the Ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry?
The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man. You gotta remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone, all together now. Ow!
Yes, we know. The silk hat, cloak, and white roses.
Objection! A silk hat and a cloak? Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me.
What was that?
Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? It could have been someone else, dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry.
Was?
Ms. Von Karma, do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant?
Well,
If that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes! I think we finally won a point in this one.
That is very unfortunate.
Huh?
You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right?
What do you mean by that?
You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you in your effort. But
What?
who that person was can only be answered by the next witness.
Huh?
Oh boy.
Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond a shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing, that there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime.
Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess.
I think to that. To be continued.
Let's keep going.
Yes.
Over right.
Let's see.
And turn of our big tap. It is the trial. Let's go. December 29th, 11:54 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby number 5.
Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the Ringmaster's room. And while you were there...
And while you were there was a Ringmaster who left the room, correct?
Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back.
That's when the Ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the Ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Yes.
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the Ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. When I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means...
It means that the Ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max.
Fabulous! It's a fabulously possible possibility.
Well done, Nick.
However,
Sweetie, why would the Ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go?
double.
Well, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president? I have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. December 29th, 12:06 p.m. District Court. Courtroom number 2.
Now that everyone is back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire scene. Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand?
Why did you just call him a pitiful clown?
Because he's pitiful, isn't he?
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record.
In West Cloudadelphia, born in...
Name and occupation.
Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion.
What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, please state your name for the court.
Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign says only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. No. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one?
Well, there was a...
But a couple of clowns were up to no good, started making...
Your name!
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please testify to what you saw that evening?
A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this...
Without the humor, please.
Okay.
Aw, poor Mo can't be his known stoogey self in court.
Okay, so this must be this is probably, well, what does he have to say?
I know. Not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Because no one ever laughs at my jokes, I'm taking them and laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit. Hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. As I decided to make everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone. What'd you think of me? How am I doing? That's not really testimony.
Cool.
Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here?
Fitness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your street man later.
Thank you. I can't wait. Poor gumshoe.
Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony?
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. I don't know if that's a good idea.
I don't know.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. A bit far away, though. It was a ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching him. All of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head.
Well, he was wearing a cloak, but what else was he wearing?
It's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There is no way that this account can be criticized.
Oh, yes, it can.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
Nah, that must be because of my insincere smile.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor.
Nick, you gotta find some kind of contradiction in this testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright,
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber-rattling.
I understand, Your Honor.
If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes.
Well, you gotta be careful.
Alright, so... I guess just walk me through it, dude. Then the murder, at the practice over, went straight back to my room.
Keep going.
Can I turn the story on?
Well,
I guess not.
No, you can't. Keep going.
You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped.
Keep going.
Thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out the window.
Actually, go back. Press him on that.
Hold it. You just happened to glance out the window? You can see that. You can also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls!
Now, I guess synonyms not allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press it further on this issue.
Keep pressing.
Exactly why did you look out of your window that night? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out the windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday, once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud.
See that?
It sounded like a giant thump. See?
See that?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
You forgot?
Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night. Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? Ow!
That's not something you just forget to mention!
Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony.
Very well. Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony.
We should start turning the tables in our favor. Heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
Press him on that.
Hold it. What was the sound like? Well, I guess it kind of sounded like... I guess you could say...
Mr. Curls, may the court remind you that humor is unnecessary.
Oh, how'd you know I was going to make a joke? Yeah, I guess it sounded like it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like, honestly.
Someone getting hit, huh?
What then? You went to look out the window and you saw...
That's when I saw two silhouettes. A bit far away, though.
Keep going.
It was a Ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak.
Keep going, I guess.
I kept watching him. All of a sudden, Max clunked the Ringmaster over the
Press
head.
him on that.
You say you saw the Ringmaster get clunked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? You mean the weapon? I have no idea. The weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you see everything, did you?
Didn't you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
Widerspruch! I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Isn't this a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do.
Of course I do.
I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason.
Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony.
What is the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath. I kept watching him, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the Ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he said he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there is no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone. 1972 crack clown music was said to...
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
I didn't commit. These clowns promptly escaped from maximum security clown car.
Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court?
No. Just stolen for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick.
These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. Well,
you're back from your jog.
Well, it pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the Ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma! Tampering with witnesses again.
So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clunk the Ringmaster?
Yes. When I looked out my window, the Ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor?
You did not witness the actual crime. However, you still say that you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The Ringmaster was slumped over, and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it.
Yep, he means business
He
now.
means business. Oh, Jesus. It's a bit far away, but that shadow could only have been belonged to Max. There was no doubt in it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. What were they again? the silk hat, and black cloak, they were all there. Huh? His face was silhouetted. There's no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so we couldn't really see what he was carrying. Carrying?
He does have the hat, but
It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime.
It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes?
There's decisive testimony.
Was Max really at the crime scene that night?
He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that.
All right, Mr. Wright, commence your cross-examination.
alright, now, I don't think you want to press this guy.
Do not.
But you know that third statement, right?
Yep.
Well,
Been far away, no doubting it. The silk hat, the black coat.
oh, okay, now, take a look at something. What does the court record say?
The court record says,
No, it's not. He had the hat.
right,
He had the hat. He had the robe. He didn't have the white roses. Remember?
right.
What about the poster? You see that poster? Look at the poster.
Yeah, emblazoned with Max's 3 famous symbols.
That's right.
Yep, there's his roses, there's his cape, and there's his hat. But we don't see the roses.
Present. Yep. Nope. Present it.
Objection! You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so, the silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Maximilian Galactica has 3 uppity symbols. 3 symbols?
Yay! Everyone get ready! All together now!
Silk hat, cloak, white roses! What the?
Who cares if he knew that there was 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
You like pie? I love pie. 3, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Silence, fool! You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions!
Order. Order. Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you? Be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw.
Widerspruch! The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail.
Objection! But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them.
Widerspruch! Then the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim.
If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case?
Clearly not. He's just toying with his court.
I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone is toying with the court, but it's not me. Your Honor, do you recall Trilo's testimony?
There's no way I can mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How can you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup?
Trilo saw them all. Trilo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction.
Now what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless, but this...
Judge, forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now.
Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case.
Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, this witness has not grown more mature with age.
I'm not mature.
I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% witness that this witness saw the defendant.
99% certain.
I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony.
Was?
If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I am prepared to issue a ruling.
Ruling.
Nick, this is your last chance.
There we go, silhouette part 2. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hair. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, he wasn't, because we sounded at the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this.
Just one chance?
I will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove to me there is a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
Only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I will need.
Remember, no pressing.
Yep. Well, I need... Alright. No doubt in my mind, there were no white roses. However, all the other symbols were there. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. So hold on, let me just check it.
Nope, that's the wrong statement.
Right, I know. He was wearing the entire time that he was on the scene.
No, he wasn't.
That's when you present the hat, because we found it.
Yes, we found it.
Objection! This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? I see.
Is there something proper, Mr. Wright?
Ms. Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. The crime scene? That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. No, that's not true!
He's mad now.
Order, order, order! Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all this? You are old enough to know better than to behave like this in court.
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
What? Why are you being so mean to me? What'd I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight and my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean I don't know how well you... He broke down.
Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth.
He's turned to a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene?
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave the scene? Can't ask me that.
He just
Oh, he flew.
Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the fitness, Your Honor.
Objection! This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless.
You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy?
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? Answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Boys nowadays sure do love to hop on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene?
What about the crime photo? Take a
Yeah,
look
that one. There's no footprints.
Nope. No footprints of the killer. Just the victims.
Look at this picture. Every time I do, it makes me laugh. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, Where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there! Ay, 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 ay! So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Yeah, Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record.
I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in.
Wait just a second! He flew. You guys can't just ignore everything I said? Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second! I think you've said more than enough for today.
And then hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear.
I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better.
Oh, yep, I'm thinking so too.
Mr. Lawrence Curls,
Yes?
the testimony you provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and a whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Oh gosh.
Order! Order! I will have order! Francisco Von Karma, how could you?
Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have.
What opinion is that?
It's not funny.
That's enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste your time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth, he flew away.
Yep.
Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Everything that I've said up to now has been the truth.
Until now, yeah.
When I looked out the window, the Ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he...
What?
He flew. This is the truth now. Get ready for it. He flew. He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class magician, but he leaves the scene of a crime by flying. There's no way that actually happened.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it's the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright?
He's telling the truth.
Really? What he just said was so strange I don't think he would have made it up.
Which means he's telling the truth.
Excuse me.
Which means that he's telling the truth?
That's what I think.
Nick, wait! That means that Max actually used magic!
Yikes, you're right. Ow!
Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such a foolish fool's foolish dream! Don't be ridiculous! Magic does not exist!
So why would you use that in your testimony?
I suppose I would let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. And I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen.
You imbecile!
If you disregard a need for proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It is an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. Bang.
Whoa.
Severed to 29th, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know.
They say the criminal flew off in the air and disappeared.
Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
All right, well,
Be continued.
Yep, we're going to go ahead and keep plowing along. It's only been an hour 16.
Yep. It's investigation time.
Man. December 29th, 3:03 p.m. Wright and Company Law Offices.
Nick,
What is it?
I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks.
Magic tricks?
Yep. Magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them.
That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick.
But, the trick Pearlie showed me was incredible.
Pearl's a magic trick? What kind of trick was it?
Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible.
Really? Was it kind of like this?
What? Wow! How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. See, this is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks like flying away from the scene of a murder.
You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out.
Well, let's talk to her.
Alright. I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
There's no way we can solve the mystery of a flying criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it.
That's true. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that.
You think he might be trying to frame Max?
If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew.
But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that. Max.
You're really not helping my confidence here, Maya.
Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trilo, Mo. They all have nothing nice to say.
That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to the circus to see him.
He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. But
what?
that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder.
And it was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand.
Maybe Ben saw the Ringmaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself.
Well, I guess the only chance we have is to move.
Detention center.
Yeah.
And just talk to Max. December 29th, detention center. Visitor's room.
Oh, my sweeties. Do you mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A while ago, some people from a local TV station came by. And since I'm a famed magician, they say, let's make you your very own TV special.
Ooh.
Really? What kind of TV special?
Maximilian Galactica, the Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live.
Hey, that sounds like it would be an awesome
That's
special.
jailbreak. What if I do the special before I'm acquitted? They'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff was already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business.
Well, let's talk to him.
The night of the crime. You didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here is how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the Ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me.
Max, you mind me teaching me the trick behind flying?
You'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much, it's much harder than you think.
Today's trial.
I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you.
Anything for you, sweetie.
Be friends with the other performers in the circus.
Fabulous! Great joke!
What?
Uh-oh.
We got a problem here.
Yeah, we got a problem. Hey, we're back! Okay. Fabulous! A great joke! Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them?
But
I won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage, but the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That is something I can simply not tolerate. Ambition, huh?
something about what Max just said rings true to my ears.
Let's talk about the Grand Prix.
Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. I'm sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I'm really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I can tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage.
Wow.
That is the first stage I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause.
Look at that statue. You see that?
Mm-hmm. It's got the cards on it. At that time, I thought to myself I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions, the acclaim.
Wow.
By the way, I think everyone who's a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus.
That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey, Nick, how about you buy me a trophy?
That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. My sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail? Grand Prix photo added to the court record. So I'm wondering if I do show that to everybody.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Anyway, what else do you want to do?
Well, let's move to the circus entrance.
Yes, circus entrance. Let's move there.
December 29th. Berry Big Circus. Circus entrance.
You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's do it. You ready?
Yes. Wait.
Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. All right, let's go.
Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat.
What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that.
I'm trying my best, but Trilo, this just isn't going to work.
You enjoy saying dumb things. You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then?
Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trilo.
What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course?
I'm sorry.
Secret crash training? Whoa.
Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out this idea for a new routine. So, we would try to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act.
In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible.
See? Even they are surprised by the idea. I told you.
You're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea.
Once you got a grip on the basics, then it's just a matter of practice.
You think so?
Oh, I almost forgot. I want to give this back to you.
Ah, there it is. Now that I got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina.
Let's talk to him.
Let's talk to him first.
I know that you're already testifying in court today.
You want to talk about what you saw, right?
Yes?
Well, at first we thought it was the old man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted. Right, Ben?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Then we said hello and didn't even give her a reply. Not to mention he was draped with those gaudy symbols.
What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols?
What do you think, Ben?
What? Oh, I would have thought it was the Ringmaster.
Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw.
Marriage?
I was hoping I could ask you about Regina.
I'm completely serious about her. That's why I'm waiting for her even now.
Really? That's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent?
You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart?
Eh?
Waiting like this is part of being in love.
How so?
If you had a clue, you would know what waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts.
Yeah, I knew that.
Maya, she's so red she looks like a fine ripe tomato.
Ventriloquist.
Oh my god.
So how's this new routine working out?
Yeah, let's see. Okay, checking on the phone here. Okay.
You two just take a chill pill already? Our routine's a secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquist world by storm. It'll be a real revolution.
That sounds incredible.
Let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should.
That jerk?
Max Galactica. Performer should aim for the world. Who don't think he is?
Trilo, you seem to really be fired up about all this.
He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage.
You're right. You're right.
Mark my words. I, Triloquist, will win the Grand Prix.
You're the man now, doll.
Row, 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 your boat will be... Row, 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 your boat will be the key to a glorious victory.
Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best?
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You gotta be a part of this too.
Alright.
God.
You want to show him that photo?
Yeah, sure.
Would you mind taking a look at this?
It's...
I guess we won't need you to look at this after all.
Nope, that didn't work.
Okay, apparently not.
Okay,
Well, I guess we can just move.
how about the Lodging House Plaza? Look there, see what we can find.
Well, he's the first one on the.
Lodging House Plaza.
Oh, it's you two. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? Taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Ms. Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. Yeah, figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like he should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. You have any idea how much your face hurts if you're fake laughing that much?
Francisca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself.
No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip. No way.
Why are you defending her?
Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, poof, there she is. Don't show up. 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 Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. He's directly above us as we speak.
Huh? How's that possible?
According to Clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happened, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal.
Oh, I see. Who lives in that room behind the window up there?
Acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Ms. Von Karma's going to start an investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the Acrobat's room. Got it, pal? That's exactly where I'm going.
Francisca Von Karma.
Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out.
Well, let's see.
We could either go back to the circus entrance or we could go back to Mo's room.
Well, let's get to the cafeteria.
All right. Well, we got to go to the big top
Big top.
first and then the cafeteria. December 29th. Berry Big Circus. Big top.
Huh? Where's Regina?
I don't know. But if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here.
Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you?
No. I'm just, allergic to wild tigers.
Okay, let's see.
Cafeteria. It's still as messy as ever. Right. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. Yikes. He's in an awfully good mood. All right, you know what time it is. Riddle time. Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie?
I got it.
Okay, what is your answer?
Because you're in the cafeteria. Cafeteria.
Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe.
I did it.
What's going on? He's being too nice.
Well, let's present that photo.
Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too?
Huh? You've seen it as well?
Well, you know what they say about Maximilian Galactica. He really gets around. Nah. Oh yeah. He didn't just show me the picture.
What do you mean?
He showed me his bust too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing.
Well, then let's talk to
Oh
him.
my god, okay. So first of all, let's go to today's trial.
Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it?
You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough.
Tough?
Yeah, it's a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, such a tough crowd this morning had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing.
You even used the famed no shoes, no shirt, no service joke.
Exactly. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? What do you witness? Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw. I swear. That creep just
Flew through the air?
wasn't exactly flying per se. It was more like floating. Silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. I don't see a cyclock. He must be telling the truth.
Max's bust.
Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh, yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago. All of a sudden, the bust disappeared.
It disappeared?
You want to see it? There's a photo on the bulletin board over there.
Now that's going to be important.
Max just had to put the picture up.
Hey, this thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me.
Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it.
Ah,
She bust handed the court record. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. Quiet mow is a good mow in my book.
I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh?
Well, there is this one teensy tiny thing that seems different.
Oh,
Tell us.
yeah, what changed?
Well, the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. Piece of paper? It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I can see its title.
Yikes! It says, to the murderer.
Murderer? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it's been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? Morning before the murder.
Before the murder?
How does he even know about that? Yes, the Ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing?
Note added to the court record.
Nick, I think we better follow up on this important lead.
Okay, let's see.
Okay, I want to look at something here. So we can't check it.
No, well, not yet. You can check
Check
the
this
note.
one. So let me check. So there's the bust.
That might be the murder weapon, but who knows?
That could be. Now, is there something that looks like a chip on it? Well, actually, you know what? No, I see it. Oh no. Okay.
What
So
happens when you...
there's a sleeve. There's a piece of his sleeve missing on that one.
Yeah,
Oh, it's still the same thing. Over
yeah, it's
there.
still the same thing.
Never mind.
What happens when you show it to Max?
Okay. Well, let's find out.
Back to the top,
Let's go back to the
entrance, and then the detention center. And then present the note.
the note.
Yep.
You know anything about this note?
The morning of the murder was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart suddenly skipped a beat.
Your heart skipped a beat?
While I was enjoying my morning tea, the Ringmaster company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the Ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the Ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredible bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the wall and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat.
You know what?
Really? Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing?
Let's see.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess.
Yep.
Okay then.
Remember that piece of paper hanging on that
I
tailcoat?
certainly do.
Get there.
December 29th. Big Top, Ringmaster's room.
Max and the Ringmaster are talk in this room.
That could have been when the Ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside.
Why'd he do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something?
Now grab that note in there.
Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat.
You know, I got a feeling I know what that is.
I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out, Nick. I knew it! It fits perfectly with the other piece.
What does it say? What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. So someone else died?
What?
What?
Oh, well, I don't know about someone else died, but, well, let's see.
No, he says to the murderer. You know?
Yes.
Oh. Remember when the Ringmaster killed Regina's lion?
Oh, boy.
Oh man!
Wow.
Up.
There's
Ding,
something-
ding, ding,
yep,
ding,
there
ding,
is-
ding,
there
ding,
is-
ding.
There is something about that.
So yep, either she did it or she's an accomplice.
I don't know.
Tonight at 10 p.m.?
That's when the murder took place.
Now we need to find out who called out the Ringmaster.
Is that it?
That's got to be it.
Well then, what do we do? We got to move to let's move to the one place we haven't been yet.
Lodging Plaza.
Yep. Circus entrance. We got to go to the Lodging House Plaza, and then there's Gumshoe sitting right there.
Hey, Detective Gumshoe. I'm sure you did a good job as usual.
Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat. Finally. With Ms. Von Karma... Beep, beep, beep.
Nick, what is that? That beeping sound.
It's Ms. Von Karma.
Huh?
Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not very far behind. Some sort of pager or something. If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Quick! See ya, pal!
I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot.
Never seen a grown man so afraid of a girl still in her teens.
Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The winter's bunny's... Ow! His bunny has lashes from a whip.
Oh, boy. Vaughn, Von Karma! She really did appear!
It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you?
Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true.
You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news?
National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Your miserable plight will be known internationally.
I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge.
Let's talk to her.
Ms. Von Karma, it appears you've got your hands onto something big, huh?
Huh. I'm amazed you pick up on that much.
Anyone could. Couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head.
I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive fitness. Need any more hints?
Conclusive witness. You must mean the acrobat, right?
I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Yeah, I get it already. You want to beat and destroy me. I can't worry about her. I've got to go try to find out more information myself.
Revenge.
Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word, and you'll get a mouthful of rip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation?
Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about?
You wouldn't understand, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I have to see him again, one more time.
Him?
I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. What? Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth?
Miles Edgeworth?
Miles Edward.
Miles Edgeworth. Why would you even bring him up?
You haven't forgotten, have you? You know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor, Miles Edgeworth? Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. That means that Edgeworth was... Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. Huh? Little brother? But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age.
Edgeworth. I wonder if he's the man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished.
It's your fault he's gone!
Huh? It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Nick, what does she mean?
Edgeworth's death? No.
Like literal death? Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case. And then, with the case after that one, he never set foot in a court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office.
Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
That was 1 year ago. It's a few months after you left to go back home.
Mr. Edgeworth, he's dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive. I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then, I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own two hands. Nick! About Mr. Edgeworth.
Naya, I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay?
Nick,
Miss Von Karma,
Thus,
I don't know if you're a God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had about enough of you. Him too.
what? What in the world happened? Huh. This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. Nick?
Let's go. We need to talk to the performer on the 3rd floor.
I'm sorry I brought it up, Nick.
Well, let's
Wow,
go.
Jesus. That's rough. So let's go to Acro's room.
Well, there's
There
Acro.
he is, December 29th, lodging house, 3rd floor, Acro's room. You must be Phoenix Wright. Yes. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. I'm here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro.
Mr. Acro.
How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here.
Acro, you're a member of this circus as well?
That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope with a flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair.
Talk to him.
Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. But one night, they decided to run away from it all. Without me. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the Ringmaster. The Ringmaster took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver.
Seems like the Ringmaster was truly a saint.
He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. Now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers. Perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina.
Regina is so cute. She's truly a princess.
Truly a princess? Are you sure that's a good thing? Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina?
Wheelchair.
I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair?
The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. You can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself.
It's awful.
The accident happened during an the accident happened during an acrobatic session, right?
Whoa, what the? Cyclops!
Cyclops! Doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Well, exactly when were you injured? Well, 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What the world went on in the circus then?
What happened?
Stopped by yesterday. I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day yesterday. You went there for rehabilitation? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream.
Huh?
I just couldn't believe it. I saw what I saw. What you saw? Geez, that sounded really ominous.
What you witnessed?
What did you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window.
I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window.
That's when I looked out the window.
What did you see?
He was flying straight up into the air. He? Maximilian Galactica.
What?
That's what I thought he'd say. You're absolutely positive that it was Max you saw flying? I am absolutely sure. There is no doubt in my mind.
Nick.
Well, we got Cyclops, so...
Well, let's go to the big top. See what we can all cover there.
is there anything in Mo's room, by the way? Or?
I don't think so.
Probably not. Not yet. Circus entrance.
Let's get to it.
To the big top. And Regina's definitely got to be there.
Yeah, she's
December
got-
29th, Berry Big Circus, Big Top. Oh no! I got a bad feeling about this. Ah!
Nick!
Wonderful. Today's special must be filet of phoenix.
Stay! Heal! Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry. I guess I made a mistake.
A mistake?
Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson. But I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. A monkey?
Oh,
Money.
boy.
I'll talk to him.
It's a pity about what happened to the Ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much.
I hate to say it, but she doesn't see all that broken up about her father.
That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while?
But
Yeah. When Leon died, I talked to my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens.
oh boy.
A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone.
When someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that.
What do you mean there's no way I believe that? You think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so?
Yeah, you will. I think.
I've got a feeling that everyone is doing great up there in the sky.
I wonder if everything's alright with Regina.
Well, let's talk about Monkey.
Just to go back and clear something up, why did you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Something that means a lot to you? It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. You should. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. Hey, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me.
But of course.
There's no choice.
Leave it all up to us.
Guess there's no turning down that request.
Yay! You really gonna do it?
Well,
So
then
let's
let's
present-
go back to the.
Yeah, why don't we let's present the photo first.
Yeah, try that.
Oh, hang on. So we'll present the photo.
There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max.
She's already flown off into her own little world.
Nick, I want to try flying too.
Okay. I'll think about it.
Okay, that didn't work.
So what about this?
Then present the note.
Regina, have you ever seen this before?
I know what this is. Really? Well, it was in my pocket for a while.
It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket?
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I always take Acro's breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize a piece of paper was in your pocket? Yup, but since I'm not the murderer, I just figured it belonged in someone else's pocket.
Might be,
And then what?
I wondered if the person who lost it was in trouble, so... You didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did. I stuck it up there. How do you know?
So it was Regina who put it up there. When did this happen?
The morning of the murder, I think.
That explains a lot.
I wonder who wrote this.
Well, I'll be damned. So she's either a ditz or she knows something.
what about that bottle? Present that bottle.
That's Pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria.
Huh? It's from the cafeteria?
It's not? I remember seeing it there.
So this was the cafeteria's pepper.
You know, I'm not a big fan of Pepper.
Well, you did that, but let's go back to Mo. Remember Mo's room?
Yeah, I remember. That's the last thing we saw. Oops, my bad. Oh, we're here.
Something smells fantastic, so we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's burgers.
Hello. Welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria.
It smells so good in here. Those burgers look great.
She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted bun, special sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you to hamburger heaven.
Hey, Ben, I can tell by the smell.
Whoa, I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power.
Well, I could use a taste of a good burger myself, but...
do we move back to Mo's room first?
Yeah, let's try that.
All right. Then we move to
The entrance.
the entrance. Then we'll move to the lodging house.
And then Mo's room.
Oops. And then move to the lodging. The
Yeah,
Mo's room.
see if that monkey's there.
Yeah. Let's go get that costume. This is for Mo's room.
Mo's not here.
What's that? I hear something.
Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Nick, it's money.
That monkey's holding something.
That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina, remember?
All right, time to take on this monkey attorney style.
Give it... Ooh, scratch.
Yikes.
Ah! I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did.
Nick, you.
I swiped it while Money was distracted.
Wow. You're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it.
Huh? You can see it fine from where you are.
You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume.
Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and that gets some peace and quiet. What's the matter now?
It doesn't fit me at all.
Well, I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear.
Well, let's give
That's
it...
mean.
Okay, well, let's give it back to her then.
Yeah, all right. He scratched. I can't believe he tried to talk to a monkey.
Me too.
Isn't that ridiculous? All right, let's get that.
All right, there you go.
Here you go, Regina. Yay! Thank you. You really got it back for me.
Don't mention it.
I love you, Mr. Attorney.
Oh, well, it's nothing. No wonder guys melt the mush in front of this girl.
Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's.
Leon's?
You know, the line she told us about.
Oh, the one that someone killed. Did we talk about it?
Yeah, talk about it.
Leon. He was killed, wasn't he?
That's right. My dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice.
During practice?
Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth. You know. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved to see me do that. They'd always start screaming.
You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was the bad thing?
Oh yeah, Beaton bit someone during that practice. Regina! Everything is alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry.
And that's when Leon...
Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky.
Poor thing. So, shot by the Ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer.
Yep.
Well, who did he bite? I wonder...
Wait, you know what?
Yep.
Maybe,
I know exactly who he bit. So, circus entrance.
actually, wait. Now get back to the cafeteria.
Well, shoot, I just gotta go back to the big top now. and move to the cap. Well, we do have to smell those burgers. Let's talk to this.
Talk to him.
Now that the Ringmaster's gone, what are you gonna do?
Well, that's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. He was that upset? Yes, he was. Anyways, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the Ringmaster's shoes.
What? Really?
Max would still be an issue, though.
Max?
Maybe a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. It's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right.
Mo?
All that's left is to see if anyone can get over the tragedy. You know. The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about?
Get over it.
Get over what tragedy, Mo? Huh? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all.
You must mean the tragic death of the Ringmaster, right?
Nope. I don't think so. Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang, correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, not at all. What makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seemed a bit strange. It sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Cyclops.
Yep.
We may have the keys.
Yep, I think we have the keys.
So now we're getting closer to the truth. It's about 6 months ago. It's just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. 6 months ago, eh? Well, you know what time it is.
Yep.
Oops, hang on.
No. Not yet. Okay, you gotta go. What is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, all together now. It's forfeit time.
Get over it.
Get over it? Mo, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there, some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Actually, I kind of got an idea what happened back then. Huh? Mo, you said something about an accident. This wouldn't have to be the cause of that. This wouldn't have to be the cause of that accident, would it? The lion. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you? I told him so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the Ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? Well, I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about... Mo, is this the person you promised you wouldn't say anything?
Maybe?
What?
You were talking to the acrobat, right? In the wheelchair?
Well, he said it happened 6 months ago, but his legs, there's a problem with his legs.
He must have been involved.
Well, let's try it. Take that. It must have been Acro, right? How'd you know? Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the Ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. Sorry, Acro. Unlock successful.
Yup. Now get over it.
It's just like you said. You know, the accident.
Did someone die?
No. would have probably been better if he had. What? How would that have been better? He's still alive. When he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in.
Coma?
All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do.
I see.
How is he related to Acro? He's his brother. Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother.
Brother?
They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime.
Acro's brother.
Who was Acro's younger brother?
Sean Dangling. Everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina. Trying to win a love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon."
Why did he do that?
I don't know. That's what caused the accident.
Oh God, look at this.
Ugh. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He?
You mean Leon?
Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Ugh. Ugh. Some sick grin.
No way! That's impossible!
A smirking lion. A flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all these incredible events?
Nick, can lions smile?
We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle.
So that's what really happened.
Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. All this truthfulness put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka, shaka, shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Nice! What a wonderful sneeze!
Huh? You think so?
You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel? That's basic clownsmanship. Girlie, I know you gotta understand that.
Nick, I think I make a good clown.
Other than Regina, I've never seen. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. I wonder if that's gonna be important.
Does Regina sneeze with pepper too?
She does. Pat would always tease her with pepper.
See that?
Bat?
From my point of view, these two always look so perfect together.
They look perfect together, huh?
I think I might know what's going on here. Regina is not the culprit, but she's the center of everything.
Yeah, entrance.
Yeah.
Get to Acro's room and
We got to unlock those
unlock the
psych
psychs.
locks.
Yep.
Lodging house.
Acro's
Acro's
room.
room.
All right. You know what?
Miss Wright. Back again, I see.
Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was it someone else?
We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It seemed that he knows that we know. Well, seems you got things you want to talk about. So fire away. Well, we know what time it is.
It's morphin' time. About the wheelchair.
I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes. Unfortunately, acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Acro, are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury?
Talk about the lion again.
Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured.
One down.
I know I'm on the right track. I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Okay? Maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battle to the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone.
His
And I
brother.
know exactly who it is. I know exactly who it is. His brother, Bat. It's a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury.
Another one down.
Mo. He must have told you. Yes, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue. Anyways, they were an incredible team. Cut down together in their prime. Cut down together. That was where he slipped. That's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident. Together. Like always. I see. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive.
Regina,
It's
remember?
gotta be Regina. Regina! You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Don't. Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along.
The note.
The note. This? Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket.
I guess I noticed it was there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning.
You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright.
Well,
Here we go. Unlock successful.
he tried to pin it on Regina, didn't he?
Well, alright. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina.
A dare?
An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date.
That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is?
We all thought he was being stupid, too. That line was very old to begin with. And age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. He just wanted to take her out. To the movies.
Poor Bat.
When Leon chomped down, I jumped towards him. And Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up...
What about Bat?
He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him.
I see.
I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going.
So, original Bat.
Pat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this.
Ooh, this might be vital.
What is it? What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him.
Gross. It's covered in blood.
This scarf. It's a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously.
Oh!
You don't get that account from two different people and have it be a coincidence. It happened. He bit down on Pat's head. The expression on Leon's face looked like a grin.
Nick!
I know. Mo said the same thing.
What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind.
Miss Von Karma.
I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro.
Preparations?
I've served summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, if you'll talk more as the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro. Let's go to the office.
Yes, ma'am.
Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow?
Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out.
Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use.
This is all beginning to come together now. I bet you that scarf is the well, let's say it's 216. It's quarter to. Nope. We're gonna have to stop it right here, folks.
Yeah, we're gonna have to cut it off here.
Oh man, I know you want to. I know you want to see it.
Yeah, but it's.
But folks, we will be back this time next week for the big finale.
That's right.
Turnabout Big Top, the trial of the century. That's what we said about the last one. But you don't want to miss it. Next Tuesday, we'll be recording it, and next Wednesday or Thursday, it'll be up on the Tubu, just like this one. So, with that, I am the Cannonball Alex Steele.
I am the package, Andrew Steele.
We are the Steele Brothers, and we are for real. Top guys out.